I've tested plenty of affordable earbuds over the past few years, and most of them disappoint somewhere. This one, the Xiaomi Redmi Buds 6 Active, stayed in my ears for weeks of real daily use, just to see if it could hold up to that reputation. Affordable earbuds usually come with a generic flat sound. This one moved away from that expectation. The low end comes through with a solid presence, especially once you turn on the low frequency boost inside the app. The mid-range stays clear enough for vocals and dialogue, and the high end doesn't get lost either, even at higher volumes. There's no active noise cancellation here, so in a quiet room the sound stays clean and balanced, but push the volume boost too far and the output starts to distort a little. But great sound is useless if the earbuds start hurting your ears after 20 minutes. A full year of daily use showed just how well this fit holds up without bothering me. These are semi-in-ear earbuds, so they sit on the outer ear instead of going into the canal. That shape kept them secure through workouts and through an entire year of daily wear, without any cartilage pain and without falling out, even without the little silicone tips some models rely on. The plastic body picked up small scratches and marks along the way, but nothing cracked and nothing broke. Officially, this model carries an IPX4 rating, which covers light splashes and sweat, not full submersion. I can tell you from experience that one side of mine went through a quick wash cycle by accident. It was a short cycle, and after air drying for a few days, it worked completely normally again. That's not something I'd recommend trying on purpose, since the official rating doesn't cover that level of exposure, but it does say something about how well it's built. Before we get to battery life, if this kind of honest, real use testing is useful to you, it helps a lot to subscribe to the channel, since there's a new comparison or long-term review like this one every week. Surviving a wash cycle is great, but how long do they actually last on a regular day before dying? On a single charge, the earbuds run for about 6 hours, and the case holds enough extra charge to get you to around 30 hours total between recharges. A full charge from the case takes about 2 hours. After a full year of daily use, the battery barely lost anything, somewhere around 3 to 5%, and both sides still charge and drain evenly, so there's no dead side to worry about. To get the absolute most out of that battery and performance, you'll want to tweak a few things behind the scenes. The companion app lets you remap the touch gestures for 1, 2, or 3 taps, but also a press and hold for the voice assistant, covering play and pause, skipping tracks, and volume. There's also an equalizer with a few preset profiles, including a low frequency boost that adds a bit more weight to the sound. On top of that, there's a Find My Earbuds function that uses Bluetooth along with a beeping sound, which comes in handy when one of them ends up lost somewhere around the house. Once connected, the Bluetooth signal stays stable. Music doesn't cut out even with the phone in a pocket, and the real range holds up to about 7 meters before things start to break up. Latency stays low enough that gaming feels responsive, without a noticeable delay between an action and the sound. Pairing a brand new device does take an extra step though, since you need to open the case and hold the side button for a few seconds before it becomes available to connect. Now, even with a flawless Bluetooth connection, there's one thing that can instantly ruin a work meeting: bad audio pickup. In a regular work meeting, this microphone needs to deliver clarity without any extra effort. There are 4 microphones here, but an internal noise reduction stays active for background sound like wind or a fan running nearby. In a controlled space like an office or at home, calls come through clean and easy to understand. Out on a busy street or inside a crowded subway, it doesn't fully block that outside noise, so some of it does come through. For video calls and voice messages recorded somewhere quiet, it holds up well. So, putting all of this together, from the mic quality to the battery life, is this actually worth your hard-earned money? For casual, everyday use, workouts, and occasional work calls, this earbud delivers real value. For important or frequent professional meetings, I'd still recommend a dedicated microphone instead. On international marketplaces, prices tend to land somewhere around $15 to $20, and through local retailers it usually runs closer to $25 to $35. If you're still deciding between a few options, I've also linked some other earbuds worth considering in the description. If you're still undecided and want to look at other options, I have a few strong recommendations. The first one is the JBL Wave Flex one. It delivers better bass and stays very competitive with the Redmi Buds 6 Active across the board. The ergonomics are very similar, so it should fit your ears just as well, and the features are closely matched. The catch is that, as of today, it might be hard to find in stores. In that case, you can go for the JBL Wave Flex 2. It keeps the same great characteristics, though I personally feel its overall maximum volume is a bit lower. Now, if you want to keep that heavy, full-bodied bass focus, I also highly recommend the Philips TAT1139 and the Philips TAT1109. They deliver really punchy bass for this price range. The only downside is that, unfortunately, they don't come with a companion app, but they make up for it by offering IPX4 water resistance, solid battery life, and high-quality sound. So, that was my complete review. If you've decided this is the right earbud for you and want to support the curation work I do here, consider using the affiliate links in the description. I've already looked for the best prices to make this easier for you. When you buy through them, you don't pay anything extra, but you directly help the channel keep making honest, detailed reviews just like this one. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.